Hey everybody, welcome back to Windless Effort Sits slightly lower than normal. Nah, my desk chair is a camping chair, and normally I'm sitting on a pillow just to give myself a little bit of extra height, but I figured, why not, switch it up a little bit, remove the pillow, whatever. Because, like, I want a bit of extra height, because my desk is, like, one of those folding plastic table things that's like, easily, transportable, whatever you want to call it. So it's really high. And my desk chair that I normally have, my actual desk chair, which is 2.5 hours south of here, however long that is in actual distance, is the perfect height, but unfortunately I don't have that here, so I have a camping chair, which is really short and really annoying. Anyway, today, -6? How did that happen? Didn't I win my last run? No, the last run I did something stupid. As though that's anything unusual. I think there was a request to try and do some Hush type business. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a character with whom I have not beaten Hush. And a character that I think I can actually beat Hush with currently. Try Monster Kid. Why not? I'm gonna do a run with Monster Kid. That is an excellent start. And I'm gonna see if I can beat Hush. That's gonna be my particular goal for this run. If I beat Hush, then sure, I'll keep going, but well, whatever. Also, I am not wearing my headphones for the first time in a while recording this series, so if anything sounds a little bit different, like if my voice seems a bit unusual relative to the last few episodes, that's why. It's because my own perception of my vocalizations is a little different than normal. So yeah, just be aware that's a thing. Also, I am finally actually recording. That was unfortunate. It was gonna happen though. I'm actually finally recording a video more than a day in advance because I have a huge, by huge I mean extremely long work-related orientation thing to do this weekend on Saturday, which, after checking the bus schedules, may require me to catch a bus at 6:45 in the morning to get to this thing that starts at 8:30 and arrive about 5 minutes early. Oh my god, it's gonna be awful. I asked my roommate if he could give me a ride, but like, it starts that early. It's so far away, relatively speaking, and ooh, oh cool. And it ends hours and hours after it actually starts, which means I have to get a ride from him. And then I guess find a way to take the bus home, or get a ride from him and then get a ride from him the other way too. And like, I don't want to wake him up that early. He does his whole Friday Night Magic thing, which means he's. I'll check and see what this is. It's garbage. Yeah, whatever, fine. What was this? Hangman? That's probably more valuable. What was I saying? Right, he usually goes to Friday Night Magic, which means that he's out pretty late Friday night, and I would absolutely not want to wake him up in the morning so incredibly early just to get me to a thing that I can get to on my own. What am I supposed to do about this room? Weird. Well, whatever. Granted, getting to it on my own requires catching a bus at like ass o'clock in the morning, and riding that bus all the way south a million gazillion years, and then catching another bus back, which takes another million gazillion years. Miraculously, though, at the very least, the route to get to the place only requires one transfer. For being an 85-minute total trip, there's only one transfer between routes. It's kind of wild. Just really speaks to how freaking huge this area is. How incredibly populated it is. Dense, you might say. Still, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm recording videos a little bit in advance so I can actually guarantee I'll have something to put up. Because for all I know, I'm going to get to this orientation thing. I'm going to be like, okay, this is cool. And then I'm going to head back home and I'm just going to be completely dead and fall asleep immediately and then have nothing for Sunday. So I'm going to try and alleviate that a little bit by recording some extra videos. You know how it goes. Do what I can. Still planning on doing the music live stream on Sunday, although actually, you know what, now that I think about it, this video is going to go live while I'm at the orientation. I actually didn't even think about that, huh? Well, that's a thing. Oh, would you really dash at me just the slightest bit farther? This is gonna be, let's see, tomorrow's... Yeah, so this video, while you're watching this, I will be at that orientation, which is gonna be an interesting time, to say the least. I really don't have any idea what to expect beyond like stereotypical corporate indoctrination into a retail business. Yeah, clearly I am a little bit liberal in my views on that kind of thing. Can you believe that during the training sessions they've had me do so far, there was an entire like 20-minute section devoted to convincing you that that unions are bad? And it seems the video itself was made in good spirits, and that it was is designed to make people feel more comfortable with their job by saying you don't need to change anything if you've been hired already, you're fine here. But the means by which they were going about doing that was just saying like over and over again, we want you to have all the facts about joining a union because there can potentially be problems, or it can cause issues, it can like generate unfamiliar situations that, you know, you might not have the tools necessary to handle and stuff. And they just kept saying over and over again, we want you to have all the facts, but then the only facts they gave were incredibly, horribly biased. Horribly biased, like they're just talking about all the downsides of unions without discussing anything else about them. Well, that's pretty cool. It just seemed a little underhanded, but that's what I'd expect from a retail corporation, so whatever. But yeah, that's what the orientation should be about. It's just more of that, but in a more personal setting and less pre-recorded videos. That's what I expect anyway. Mostly what that means is nothing special. Just a whole lot of words. Probably a lot of hot air, probably a lot of more valuable knowledge. I'm sure there's going to be some things to teach that are, like, key to working at the Home Depot. Of course. I should hope there will be. Really? The freaking haunt. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you right now. I'm on a time crunch. I'm trying to beat Hush. I don't want to haunt anything. All right, you get poisoned. Can you stay poisoned, please? I would prefer it if you were poisoned. That would make things so much nicer. What was I saying? Right, I was talking about the music live stream. I am still planning on doing the music live stream, but this is a huge but here. Like the biggest you can imagine. This is bigger than the dragon's butt from Shrek, because that's an old joke, an old pop culture reference that everyone knows. There is a big old Melee tournament going on at the University of Washington on Sunday. So tomorrow, as of when you see this. Hello, useless hangman card. Okay, we're good. Where am I going? I'm going nowhere. And Melee is a game that I really don't care that much for, but I have been like off and on planning to learn to play it and actually get better. So I kind of feel like I want to go because it's a Melee tournament that it's called an Arcadian, and if you don't know what that is, basically, it is a tournament where ranked players are banned. So you are only able to participate if you're unranked in like whatever local power rankings there are, and that basically just means you're not already well known to be super good. Like you're not gonna go there and just take everyone's money because we all know you're gonna win because you're the best. No. Arcadians are for arguably bad players, scrubs like me, people who really aren't very good. So I kind of feel like if I went to this tournament, I could stand a chance to do better than going 0-2, which is like my average when attending any competitive Smash events, apparently. Except for Smash 4 a few times in the past, but that was way back in the day. But yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance I could go and win at least one set, even though it's Melee and I'm terrible at Melee and don't practice it at all. They're mechanics that I'm familiar with enough that I could probably manage. So like I want to go because it is a bit of an opportunity. You know what? I'll go ahead and donate something. Why not? It is an opportunity for me to do something that's like out of the norm for me. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Good trade. Out of the norm for me. Probably worth. No, I want the bomb. Oh, I made it. That was close. So, yeah, if I were to go to this Melee tournament, it runs from, like, I want to say about noon until, like, probably 10 p.m. Because there's already confirmed, like, at least 70 participants, which is pretty big for a relatively local type of thing. Relatively, I'm saying very loosely. I don't need Game Kid. Not useful. So, like, it's going to be a huge thing, but if I go, I won't have time to record anything, and I especially won't have time for the music stream, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I was starting to make that a regular thing. But then again, I have to keep in mind that I still don't know what my work schedule is going to be. All I have right now is, like, the next 4 or 5 days of training planned out. But by that point, I should be done with the self-training stuff on the computers and be on to, like, on the floor shadowing and actual, like, legit practice and stuff. So by that point, I might have an actual schedule laid out, but it's so hard living in this sort of, like existing in this sort of temporary, like, timing limbo where I can't plan anything in my life, really, because I don't know what's going on, like, more than a few days in advance. It's a way of living that I really, really dislike. I would much rather have everything planned out if I could. To a certain extent, of course. When I say everything planned out, I mean I would like to know what it is I'm doing with my time, like, far in advance of when I'm actually doing said thing with said time, if that makes any sense. If the thing I plan to do is, like, wander around downtown Seattle and be incredibly spontaneous with a group of friends, well, hell yeah, but that sounds like fun. It's not scheduled, but I know it's happening at some point. I can plan the rest of my life around it, if you know what I mean. So for now, I just have to work with a phantasmal schedule. That's not a word. I don't think phantasmal is a schedule. Phantasmal is a schedule. Words. I don't think it's a word. I don't think it is anyway. Oh, this is convenient. I can actually get this for once. Lovely. So yeah, the music stream. See, this video goes up on Saturday. I will be at my orientation, and by the time I get back from the orientation, I will have time to record something for Sunday, or, yeah, I'll have time to record something for Sunday, although I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow, as in Friday, after work, because it's currently Thursday. All this friggin' timing stuff is just really silly, and I have no reason to talk about it other than it's something to talk about. But, yeah, I'll have time to record something, but I'm not necessarily sure I want to. And, like, the stream, again, I really want to do it, but I feel like the Melee tournament might be a bit better of a use of my time. Well, see, this wouldn't really be that much of a problem if it weren't for the fact that this particular tournament is mandating pre-registration. So, you know, if you're not pre-registered, you can't enter, it's just not possible. And, like, I have to make this decision. Oh, I completely forgot to do a thing. Give me a second here. You might hear a weird noise coming through the mic. That is the wrong cord. Where's my cord? Where's the thing? I need you to freaking move, please. Get over there. My setup is a mess. There's cords everywhere. Everything is cords. Oh, I should have been paused. I'm still on a time crunch. So yeah, I have to make that decision of whether or not I'm going to go to the Arcadian basically within the next 24 hours of now, which means before Saturday. I don't know when they're cutting off registration. I mean, for all I know, it's going to be cut off by the time I actually make my decision. But to be honest, as the hours have gone by these last couple days since I found out about the tournament, I have been more and more inclined to attend the Arcadian over doing the music stream. Which sounds kind of sad, to be honest, but opportunities, yo. Some of them are scarcer than others. Like, I want to keep working on that song I was working on last time, which, if you were around when you heard me listening, when you saw me working on it, you know what I'm talking about. I want to keep working on that, and, like, I totally can do it off camera, so to speak. But I'd feel like I'd be cheating you guys out of an experience you're looking forward to if I don't do it on stream, if you know what I mean. It's like you guys are just as much a part of this whole endeavor of Windless Zephyr is making a YouTube channel career as I am. I mean, if it weren't for viewers, YouTube channels wouldn't exist. YouTubers could not do the things that they do, so, like, you guys are probably more important than us. Honestly, truly. Oh, and of course, I'm using the term us very, 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 very loosely. I consider myself a YouTuber, a Let's Player, what have you. I do. But by no means do I necessarily have the right to call myself that yet. Given like in a more sophisticated form, professional form. Solidified might be a better word. I'm not really sure how to put it. But I think you might know what I mean. I don't have an audience that's really big enough for me to consider myself an active YouTuber. I just do the YouTube thing, and I'm trying to grow the audience, and it's growing still. Growth has slowed significantly in the past month, though, and I know exactly why. Because people are caring less and less about this mod, which is totally fine. Like, those of you that are still regular viewers and commenters and stuff, I love all y'all. Don't get me wrong, I really do, but things are gonna have to change if viewership keeps dropping. These videos were getting, like, consistently 40 to 50 views each, and now they're getting 20 to 30, which is a pretty big drop. Pretty big drop, and not something I really... It's not that I don't want to admit it, I would rather play this mod than regular Isaac. Honestly, truly. But regular Isaac is what people on YouTube want to see. I have a niche audience, and that's cool. But if the niche audience isn't as big as I feel I need it to be, given that I am still trying to at least eventually make a career out of this whole thing, that was really stupid. You know, it's a tough situation for me. It really is. I want to keep doing this, but I want to keep doing this in a way that actually works. A way that has results. That shows results. Because without results, my channel is nothing. It's just me blabbering into a microphone while I play video games for, you know, a few hours a day. And where's the fun in that, right? For some reason, I'm having difficulty paying attention right now, which is kind of weird because I'm actually playing really well while having difficulty paying attention. It's something I have noticed, actually. I know I've mentioned it before in the series, but it's just like, when I start babbling about life things and I'm like ignoring the game, sort of, ignoring actual commentary for the game, when that happens, I tend to like go on autopilot, and my autopilot is apparently better at this game than I am. It's really weird. In most other video games, if you're autopiloting, you're gonna mess up because, you know, your autopilot's gonna malfunction a little bit, or like the patterns you're used to doing just are gonna fail. But for some reason, my autopilot in this game is really freaking good. It's weird. How many times have I been hit since I started this run? Like, what, 4? 3? Not very many. And this isn't even that good of a run. It's really not. It's so freaking weird how that works out. Meanwhile, this room is going to take a million years. That's fine. Because, as it turns out, my damage is pretty bad, and my tier stat is pretty bad. My damage is okay. It's not bad. It's just not good. Of course, I do have a second level cube of meat, so I have a little bit less to be annoyed about than typically. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you know what? I have friggin' Celtic Cross and a second level cube of meat. What you got, Forsaken? The answer is nothing. You have nothing. You know what? Oh, these ice shots have a higher fire rate than I do. I just noticed that. That's weird. You know what? I'm tanking it. Whatever. Whatever. I'm done. I don't want to fight you anymore. I'm on a time crunch, dude. Krampus, please. I have more important things to be doing than fighting you. I gotta fight Hush. This is actually looking like a pretty good candidate for Hush, honestly. I'm probably gonna have a lot of health when I get to that point. That alone makes this run way more viable for fighting Hush than like a regular run, any other run. Having a lot of health and having a really good means of generating that health, key. Absolutely necessary. If I could actually find any money at all, beyond the in total 5 cents I've located so far in this run, then I could visit a shop, I could get the habit, which would be absolutely fantastic. Battery, 9 volt. Maybe I could find a AAA battery trinket. To be honest, I'm actually completely content with the trinket I have right now. I think it's good enough given that it's extra DPS and my damage, my own personal DPS is like at best. It's okay. But my cube of meat is more powerful than I am. And that's a sad time, although that's not really abnormal to be honest. Parasite, ooh. Parasite and Loki's horns? Oh man. I need more luck. Oh, and Spectral too. That's important to mention. Hey look, it's useless. Useless, I don't care. That was a weird voice. I'm never doing it again. I need a lot more luck so I can have constant Loki's horn shots. And then I have Parasite. Now all I need is rubber cement and this is GG, I win. Except Hush. Hush is not guaranteed. Look at this though, with Spectral. It's crazy. I love it. Let me go ahead and blow these up just because I can. Useless. So just getting the Parasite right there meant that this run went from being to being pretty dang cool. Now cool does not necessarily translate directly to good, it just means cool. Alright? Floor is this? Waterfall 1. Okay, so I can safely beat the heck out of War. By that I mean shoot this. And then continue shooting War. War, that means you need to be shot. I'm sorry. Continue being shot. Why do the eye shots have a higher fire rate than me? That's really weird. But they really do. Bizarre. That's fine though, doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of extra thingamabob. Like the eye shots really aren't that good. They're just freaking, I'm gonna end up with the 4th level cube of meat at this rate. So yeah, I'm gonna take both of these actually. I think Rotten Baby's worthwhile. Especially because I can come back, I can grab this. And would you look at that? Did I get the item room on that floor? I don't think I did, unless that was where I found the Parasite. I don't remember. But you know, regardless of all that, I'm already at 20 minutes, which means this is going from a bit of a time crunch to a lot of a time crunch. So I may have to skip some important stuff. But I have so much health that I really don't feel a need. I really don't feel concerned. Please don't suck. Health up. That's fine. Only taking the 1 though. You know, Greed, you were my last opportunity to get something. Fine, I'll take it. Last opportunity to get something more valuable, like a Nun's Habit, but whatever, that's cool too. Small rock? Oh damn. Well, I have a red heart container for a deal with the devil if I need it. Oh, you know what? I've actually already fought Krampus. So here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a little funky, but I'm gonna do it. Pop this. Pop this. Fine, I'll take Judas' Shadow, whatever. Oh, that took my soul hearts. I had no red hearts to give away. Oh, whoops. I made a mistake. That's fine. It happens. Doesn't matter. I guess now I have Judas' Shadow. That's cool, I guess. But like, I specifically picked Monster Kid because I haven't already beaten Hush with Monster Kid. So, I would rather stay Monster Kid. The efficacy of Monster Kid shall not be called into question. I should take this just so I actually have something to trade away. Oh my god, this run needs damage so badly. It's a good run. It's a very good run. It just needs damage. Damage. Combo damage. That's not right. Combo damage. See what I did there? It was a combo breaker, but it broke the combo. It broke the literal combo. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I am good at the commentating. I'm not actually good at the commentating, I just pretend like I am. And then I pretend so hard that it actually becomes truth. And that's how it's done. It's pretty much how you get good at anything. You keep doing the thing, keep pretending you're actually good, and if you keep pretending that well enough, and by well enough I mean enough, you will be good. Item room, please. I'm not leaving without you. Why would I leave without the item room right now? That'd just be a silly idea. Cool. There we go. Oh, and here's the double key room. Was that worth keys? I would argue no. Now, you might be wondering why I chose to take that. Yeah, now I'm regretting taking it. Hello? All the buttons! You might be wondering why I chose to take my reflection. It's because I thought it would be funny. It's actually just because I think that might be pretty cool with homing. Granted, I don't have piercing of any kind, which really negates the effect I kind of want to go for. But with spectral, like look at this. Look at this. Look at what you can get happening with this. Just by hanging out over some rocks. That's what I had in mind. And I have a magician card for even more fun when I get around to it. Like, look at how much damage this is doing overall. My own damage stat is bad, but Mom is just getting annihilated. Okay, so specifically I want to go down. Yeah. So I want to take this. Now we go. Here's to hoping I find something a little more valuable in this. Deal with the flower if I get one. Which I can't imagine I won't, honestly, truly. It'd be really silly if I didn't. I'm gonna have to hurry though. I don't have any kind of mapping, and running this slow on time when my specific aim is to get to Hush. Why did that happen? How did the tears just go down like that? Did you? Nope, that's actually just what's supposed to happen with this build. Never mind. You can ignore my queries. This is exactly what's meant to be whoops. What's meant to be going on. Oh man, this is cool. This is not good, but it's cool. And I'm for that right now. Yeah, sure. Fart noise. That's how good that was right there. I don't believe in you. Skull guy. Skull dude. Skull game dude. Person. Man. Freak. Entity. Thing. God damn it. It's okay. No problem. I have a book of revelations. I have less time than I'd like. Hello, boss. Thank you. Thank you for existing so soon. I appreciate it. And of course the eye shots are going to make this even more ridiculous overall. Which is just fantastic. IMO. IMHO is one of my favorite like internet slang type terms. Text speak. Whatever you want to call it. Hello, 4th level freaking cube of meat. Oh god. You know, I thought it would be something valuable. I was horribly mistaken, although that would actually be pretty good if I aimed to fight Hush. Which I still do. That's my plan. Although, you know what? Hush should actually be pretty easy if I can find a way to get Meat Boy there to aggro on it. That should simplify things immensely, because that dude right there is, like, powerful. Very powerful. Yeah. Oh, okay, thank you. Put me right back where I wanted to be. The wrong place. Oh, I'll just kill something with this. That's fine. Did that actually kill it? I don't know if that actually killed it. That would be hilarious if Metaton was just that useless. We Metaton Neo now. Useless as hell. What was the other thing I had? It was not you, it was Magician. Yeah, I want to keep the Magician. That could be pretty dang huge when fighting Hush. Did I just leave a key behind? I think I might have just left a key behind. I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. the most low-key evil laugh you can imagine. Yep, it goes on. And now my voice is starting to fall apart, which is really weird. It's starting to feel a little bit scratchy, which is just kind of gross. I hate when this happens. It's an Yeah, okay, that was inevitable. I'm playing really sloppy right now, but that's fine. When my voice gets all scratchy, it's usually an indication that I'm talking either too much or too loudly. I don't know what you do. I don't actually know what you do. I'll take the nickel, though. I'll take the shortcut, too. I don't think I'm talking too much or too loudly right now. I really don't. Okay. Meat boy. Thank you. Hey, yeah, I know, that's kind of wasteful. There's just one more room of charge on the thing. Whatever. Oh, maybe I should have been super precise this whole time with all that. Because now I'm just losing health left and right. It's not good, I tell you. It's not good at all. Alright, whatever. Meat boy, please. If you're not gonna help, at least block bullets or something. I know you can't actually do that, but please. Come on. Go. Aggro. Fight. Help me. Meat boy, please. Why do I pay you? I don't pay you. Of course I don't pay you. Why would I pay you? You're useless. You're powerful, but you're useless. Fight. Aggro. Thank you. Oh my god. Seriously. What does it take to make that a default operation of yours? That was a whole lot of dumb damage. What? Oh, you weren't dead yet. Oh my god. Alright, well, this is bad. Because I'm stupid and made a lot of mistakes there. And also I took my reflection, which in and of itself is going to destroy things. Alright, well I know what I'm doing there. And I definitely know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna take this in case I find another trinket. I'm gonna take this. Obviously I'm buying the battery too. Okay, so this is piercing. Oh my god, my range. My range, it's so bad. Holy shit. I did not expect that. I definitely did not expect that. Okay. I have a magician card, and I would rather have magic mush right now. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose my... Ah! This just got horrible. I didn't know it would kill my range, my effective range this much. I'm gonna have to rely on these eye shots and Meat Boy to do damage then. Maybe these could give me, maybe this could give me something. Give me a health, give me 2 health down pills. That's great. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, I didn't think this would happen when I took my reflection, so... Meat Boy, I'm gonna have to just get you to aggro, and then I'm gonna have to be really patient now. There's gonna be a lot of sitting back and a lot of waiting for the eye shots. Oh, the eye shots don't even go very far, apparently. Did you see that? One of them spawned in and then just vanished. Wait, there it goes. That one might actually hit. Might actually do something. It did something. I'm so proud. Well, this is awful. What else am I supposed to say about this situation? It's awful. This is actually awful. Like, I guess I could just keep swooshing around and kind of sort of hit it. Meat Boy, are you actually able to aggro on Hush? You might not be able to. Well, whatever. There's just another... Oh, wait, you did! You did! Yes, good. Because this is honestly just another classic situation of I took an item that I really shouldn't have and it's going to wreck my run. It happens a lot, because I really like these things like My Reflection, Soy Milk, and Tiny Planet. They're so much fun. but they destroy things. And by things, I mean your run, and by your run, I mean your sanity. Ain't it great? Well, you know, the nice thing about this, at the very least, is that I don't have to focus on actually being able to hit Hush, because I know I'm going to at some points. So I can exclusively devote attention to dodging. Which means the relative lack of health, rather than the lack of health relative to where I should have it, shouldn't be a problem. Give me some eye shots, please. Need eyeballs. Eyeballs are necessary. Because I can get up close to Hush, but that is just asking for trouble. So much trouble. Like every kind of trouble. More trouble than when you walked in. References to things that I don't remember. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That is definitely a song lyric of some sort, but I cannot place it because pop music just doesn't synchronize very well with my head. Oh, I actually took a hit finally. It's fine. It's gonna happen. You know, this really isn't taking that long. Like, Meat Boy's doing quite a number on Hush. And the occasional eye shots are pretty good, too. Overall. I guess I could actually be trying to force something to happen here. By just, like, propelling a few in there with my movement speed. Oh, and then it stopped being viable because this stuff. Freaking continuum garbage. Oh, wait, I had the... Oh, yeah, I have Celtic Cross. Which means that I will occasionally become invincible, which means when that happens, I really need to actually capitalize. Just, like, dive in and do as much as I can. And get the hell out. Am I safe here? I'm safe here. Okay, good. Did I actually leave behind the Magician card that I kept saying I was going to use? Oh my god, my brain. I left behind the Magician card that I kept saying I was going to use. That is the stupidest thing. I'm awful. I'm so bad. That would actually be really helpful right now if I had homing. I saved it this whole time. I avoided taking homing because of it. And then I just forgot. That's classic. That's classic. My brain, let me tell you. My stupid brain is just like, oh, what's that? There's this important thing you need to remember that you've been, like, saving up / waiting to use for 1,000,000 years? Well, why don't you just, forget it exists? Just casually write when you need it. It's the same phenomenon that happens when you, like, wake up in the morning and you head out and you're going somewhere, you're gonna go do something, and you just, like, reach into your back pocket and, oh, wait, your keys are gone. Where do my keys go, you say to yourself? My keys were exactly where I put them when I told myself repeatedly, don't forget your freaking keys, you need those. That's where you put them. You just left it right there. Right in the one spot it shouldn't be, and by that I mean the rest of the world that's not your pocket. It's awful when that happens. Well, it looks like I'm gonna win, but it's gonna be very difficult. Would you stop doing that? Holy shit. Hush. Calm down. Well, I unlocked Purity. I left behind the freaking... Where is it? Where is it? It's in the shop, isn't it? Oh, no, it turned into health down because I took Little Baggy because I forgot what Little Baggy does. Okay. Okay. This is great. Well, you know what? I can safely say GG because I'm probably dead. Very, very dead. That's okay, though. I accomplished my goal. What I set out to do has been achieved. And everything else from this point on is just a little bonus. All I wanted to do was beat Hush. Beat Hush with a character with whom I have not already done so. And I have accomplished this goal. Granted, now I am immensely regretting not taking homing. Yep, that's... See, there's just this freaking... The way Hush works, it just completely, like, derails everything that you'd want for a run, like, for a run that has some weird synergies. Because it's just like, why would you ever fight Hush with weird synergies? Unless they're, like, super crazy overpowered, it's just not going to work, like this one right here. Not overpowered at all, not even a little bit. But it worked because I had a crap ton of health, because, you know, Book of Revelations and all that. But overall, this run should not be able to handle Hush. You should never fight Hush with this kind of build. So when planning to fight Hush, it kind of sort of necessitated, wait a minute, my damage is terrible. I should take Magic Mush because that's a lot of extra damage. In reality, I should have taken Homing because Homing is going to make this build go from shit to less shit. It's gonna go from the kind of shit that gets like stuck to the bottom of your shoe to the variety that's more just, oh, that's kind of, it's dried up and it's been there a while. It's just kind of gross. That's what it is. That's what this is. That's what it could have been if I had Homing. But alas. Alas. Free tinted rocks? Really? For me? Thanks. I appreciate the gesture, game. Not that it really means much at this point, considering how dead I am, but I appreciate it nonetheless. If my shot speed were just like a wee bit higher, this would be such a good build. It really would. Damn shame. Oops. That was dumb. Such a good build. If I had more shot speed. If I had the ability to hit enemies farther away from me than like nothing at all. It would be so nice. At this point, unfortunately, I can only dream, but it doesn't help. It doesn't really hurt to like point out what could have been in this particular scenario. Just because what could have been is not even unknowable because I've had similar builds in the past. Oops. Somehow I thought I would have dodged that. What a shame. It's funny though, at the very least I'm almost generating exactly enough health that I'm losing. So like, that's cool. It's like no real huge net loss. Not a lot anyway. It's just enough. Just enough of a net loss. Oh, cool. Thanks for the soul heart. Please don't suck. It sucks. Please don't suck. That's fine. And teleport. What? Oh, oh. 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 I'm fine with this, actually. I'm totally fine with this. And, you know, guillotine in the past has pretty much always caused me problems. Curse of the Blind, are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now? Balls of Steel. I knew it was there somewhere. Where are you? Tears down. Screw you. Help up. Sure. Up. Right into me. Guillotine usually causes me a lot of problems, but I feel like in this particular scenario it might actually be a lot more beneficial overall. It's definitely going to make it harder to realize exactly where I am, like where my hurt box is. But the fact that it can separate my head from me, and the fact that I can only hit enemies really close to my head, means that keeping my head far away from my hurt box is ultimately better than otherwise. Sure, why not? Give me all the health ups. I'll take them. I freaking will. I freaking will. I recognize this means that the Book of Revelations is now kind of useless. Well, not actually useless, but it's less useful than it was a bit ago. I recognize such. This does not change my view that what I just did there... Actually, no, it was completely useless because I don't have the red hearts lying around to back it up. I just have a bunch of empty red heart containers now. That's... Oh, man. Oh, man. Did I get hit? I think I heard myself take damage. That's unfortunate. It's probably one of the bones. Sure. Why not? Why the hell not? How many health up pills have I found this floor? 4 of them? And then, like, what, 3 balls of steel pills overall? That's crazy. Now I just have a charge on Book of Revelations that I can't use. See, this is why I shouldn't have taken all those health up pills. This has actually put me in a very disadvantageous position. But it's fine, no problems. I can make this work by sheer dumb luck and a little bit of patience, some skill. At the very least, this means I can take all these red hearts laying around. The wafer? Oh my god. You actually gave me the wafer. Alright, I win. I win now. Nothing's gonna kill me. I don't... Oh my god, I just got the wafer. You know what, Curse of the Blind? I don't give a shit about your existence right now, because you're not causing me any problems. Because that didn't do anything bad. No detriment there. Like, I picked up the poop. Oh no. Now this could screw me over. Mr. Mega is fine. Chocolate Milk is not fine. Wait, why do I have a blue aura around my head? Oh, that must be from Purity. Chocolate Milk is not fine, but I have it, I guess. It's whatever. Like, in case y'all don't really know, I actually don't like Chocolate Milk that much. Very good item. Not a fan. It's a pain to use. So this is gonna be shenanigans. Here's how I'm gonna start. Oh yeah! Get pooped on. Literally get pooped on. You know what? Now I have a head orbital that can do like crazy damage. And I have the wafer. And I have freaking Celtic Cross. Oh my god. I love it when the last floor just conspires to let you win. It's the best. It really is. Look at that. Look at that. A victory that should not have happened under any circumstances just did. Actually, because I took Little Baggy. That was entirely because I took Little Baggy. Because I got the health up pills and the balls of steel pills. Yeah, I wouldn't have survived without those. Oh my god. What the hell? What is this game? What is this game? Well, anyway. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. So, I would like to do the music stream. By the time I record the next episode, which is what is gonna go live on Sunday, I will have made my decision. But for now, just keep in mind there might not be a stream. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna see you tomorrow with some more Binding of Undertale. This is gonna be a weird weekend.